Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. Today we are talking about The Ugly Stepsister.
What's your favorite scary movie?
So the film follows Elvira, who is one of the stepsisters of Cinderella, and her goal is to marry the prince, and she's determined to meet that goal no matter what the cost. She's considered the ugly stepsister out of the bunch, and people constantly remind her of this because of her braces, because of the shape of her nose, because of she's not thin enough, and it's all because of kind of the standard that Cinderella has set for her. Everyone thinks that she's so beautiful, and so she's trying to live up to that because she wants to marry this prince. So because of this, Elvira, she goes through a number of different body transformations in order to try to meet the beauty standard that is set by people throughout her community. And this is one of those films I'm a little worried might get overlooked because I feel like some people who maybe aren't fans of the Puniverse, those type of movies, might think it's one of those type of films, and it's not that at all. So I definitely recommend you guys checking it out. It's body horror meets a twist on the Cinderella story, which I thought was really interesting. And as Elvira, she's going through these different transformations. There's different things like tapeworms involved, there's a nose job, there's an eyelash type of surgery, as well as other things that I won't go into details as to not spoil anything for you guys. But there were several moments that made me cringe a little bit, but I would say depending on your familiarity with this genre, body horror, horror in general, if you're a big horror fan, I think going into this movie, you'll most likely be okay. I know there was some talk, I think out of the initial festival where this premiered, of people throwing up, and that might have been the case, but for me, at least in here, there wasn't anything that made me sick to my stomach. Definitely some wincing moments in here for sure, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, just kind of want to give you guys that prep going into the film, just knowing kind of what to expect. Leah Myron, I think I'm saying her name correctly, she plays Elvira in the film, the ugly stepsister, and she gives a really good performance here, especially with all the physical stuff that she has to do throughout the duration of this movie. And as the film is going on, we see the progression of Elvira's obsession to get what she wants no matter what the cost, and I thought she did a really good job of portraying that. I think the only real negatives for me, at least with this film, I would say there were some moments that I thought maybe dragged just a little bit, so you probably could have cut out, I don't know, like 10-15 minutes of the film, just trimmed it down a little bit as far as the runtime goes. But overall, I love that we're getting a fresh take on the Cinderella story. It's not something that we've seen done a million times, and like I said, it's not, if you're not a fan of those Puniverse films, it's not something like that. It is different. And so if you're a horror fan, especially if you're a body horror fan, I think this is one that you should definitely check out. I know it is playing, it's about a half an hour away from me, so I don't think this is like a super wide release, and then I do believe it's getting a release later on Shudder, so if you guys can't check it in the theaters, then definitely check it out on there for sure. But as far as the score goes, I'm going to give this a 7.8 out of 10, so I do recommend you guys checking it out. If you guys have seen the film, or if you're planning on seeing it, definitely let me know down below in the comments. And what is your favorite body horror film of all time? Thank you guys so much. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell button next to it. That way you get notifications for all my new videos. Give this video a thumbs up, and please check back for more Pop Culture with Pat.